Oh, crap. Sucks to be you, loser. Good morning. Let's chat. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, how are you guys? You guys, look at how long my nails have overgrown. I don't understand how people who have like the really long nails function in life. So tired, Raver. Why are you so tired? Hi, happy Thanksgiving tomorrow to all of my Americans. The good ones. Oh, yay, Brandy. You've been babysitting, Raver? That is exhausting. I feel like watching somebody else's kids is more tiring than watching your own. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. I forgot what day it was and sprinted to get here on time. Sprinted. The absolute sprint of it all. Actually, I had like 4 minutes before it started, and I was like, do I have time to shower? I almost showered for you, but I didn't. Dry shampoo and slap makeup on. Really not sure if I blended in anything, but the makeup was necessary. That's really important for you guys to know. Mayor Christy, look at you going, honey. Hi, Kayla Rayla. 2.0. Why 2.0? What'd you do? Hi, Mary. Hi, you guys. How are we? Hi there. I have panic stresses. I have panic sweats. Sweating from the sprint. Oh, I can't believe it either, Steve. Look at you. And on time. All right. Okay, here we go. It's fine. We made it to the live. Everybody shut up and stop sweating. Why are you in the hospital, Jill? Tell me all about that. Your daughter comes home, Renee. How exciting. You're old as F. Honestly, I've been like, we need a Kayla update, like upgrade. This one, the battery just seems to drain so fast and it doesn't have enough storage. So get a new one. My landline's ringing. Hi. Amy, Ami. I'm sorry you have insomnia. That sucks. Am I making Thanksgiving dinner? No, that's Mark. Mark does it every single year. Sorry, I'm jiggling you guys. I actually am moving a cord to my ring light that's attached to this, and I jiggled you. Morning, Jamie. Abscess tonsils, yuck! Ew, when it popped in your mouth. I've heard that's disgusting. I've heard it smells and feels really bad. Like tonsil stones smell really bad. I don't have tonsils, so they stole them from me at a young age, and I haven't forgiven them ever since. I don't even think I was sick. I think genuinely it was that small gap in time when in the 80s when they were like, fuck tonsils, right? And my brother had his tonsils removed, and I genuinely feel like it was like a 2-for-1. And they're like, we could take your daughter's tonsils out too, because it was my brother for a little bit and then me for a little bit. Do we have turkey on Thanksgiving Day as well? No, we tend to do like a prime roast. We do roast. And they took yours and your adenoids. They didn't take my adenoids. They just took my tonsils out. Oh, and that reminds me, Canadian in England waving to the global drive. Canadian in England, that's crazy. They took yours at 22, Ashley. I feel like that had to be warranted though. And then I remember I was in high school and there was a girl that I knew on my cheerleading squad, and her tonsils basically were touching in the back of her throat. and they still weren't going to remove them. They're like, "We'll see." I was like, "How did we pivot so hard? How did we go from, let's just take everybody's tonsils out to, just kidding, keep it forever." The pre-cooked prime rib meal from Safeway, ooh, that sounds good actually. Thanks, Jeff. Probably not Jeff. Thanks, Jeff's wife, who's using Jeff's YouTube, but didn't know that Jeff's name was going to show up, but it's actually somebody else. Um, you had strep like 6 times in 3 months? Okay, so then when I was, let's give it 38 years old, 40, 38, I had strep. I went into the doctor and I was like, "I have strep." And he's like, "Okay, you're an adult. You don't have tonsils." I feel like there was a third reason, but I can't remember it. And he's like, "You don't have strep." And he did a strep swab, like the rapid test, and he's like, "It'll be done in 3 minutes." And he came back in like 45 seconds, was like, "Yep, you totally have strep." I was like, "Mm." They finally took that. It's crazy. It's Thanksgiving. Today is tomorrow's Thanksgiving, Ami. How dare you not catch up with American holidays? Do they have strepsilis? No, because I don't know what that is. So I assume it does not exist in real life because I know everything. Your daughter's tonsils, your youngest daughter's tonsils were massive and they touched each other. And you just thought they had big tonsils. When I went through, when I was being like, I was sick and I went to the med tent when I was deployed, and the doctor looks at whatever, the medic looked at me and was like, "Well, your tonsils aren't swollen." And I was like, "Want to give it like another look see?" Because they're not there. It's not that they're not swollen, it's that they were removed when I was like 6. So that was fun. And then he's like, "Let me take your temp." And I was like, "I genuinely don't trust you to give me the not butt temp into my mouth. Like, I feel like you seem like the kind of person who confuses thermometers." Pass. But also wasn't pregnant for that medical check. So it baffled them. Your youngest kid's tonsil stones, they are gross. I don't want them. That's like one of my favorite things about not having tonsils is that I know I'll never have tonsil stones. Do I have strep right now, Dana? No, we're just talking about it for some reason. Technically, the medic was correct. Technically, that's true. Give him that. I'm not sweating. Shut up. I had to laugh at myself when you said I went to the vet. um, Is it possible to be born without tonsils? Probably. I mean, people are born without stuff all of the time. I can imagine the body's like, "Oh, that's exhausting. I don't want that." Your son had his tonsils taken when he was 3. That's crazy. They were so bad they crumbled apart. That was disgusting, Brenda. Those are inside thoughts. Don't tell me your stories anymore. Brenda is banned from telling stories for 1 fortnight. I got mine removed at 16. My tonsils were touching too, and it was altering my voice. Her voice was really rough, but also I didn't really like her. So I was genuinely like, ham it up some more. But she probably was genuinely hoarse voice and sick. But also, right? Millennial Meg, she didn't notice I mentioned you because she's a bad YouTuber slash person slash therapist. You had strep. Hi, Lori. As an adult, you were so sick for a week. You'd rather have a root canal during natural childbirth than have that pain. Okay, yeah, my strep was not that bad. I laid in bed and drank spicy soup, which seems like a choice, right? But that's what my body craves. Are there any of the pets in the room with me? No. No. You're 56 and scared the tonsillectomy will hurt worse. Any thoughts? Suck it up and get stuff done, Jill. All right. You can get your tonsils removed. If toddlers can get their tonsils removed, a grown ass woman can get hers done. 56 isn't that old. Buckle up, Buttercup. Happy early Thanksgiving, April. Um, the dog asked once when I had my tonsils out, and I said never. They were confused. They were like, "Where are they?" I didn't see Julie. It's actually like not like other girls. My chat's going a little fast. But what did you say, Julie? Does it hurt worse the older you are? How would I know? Oh, wait. Are we talking about strep or having your tonsils removed? It's meant to be worse on older people. I don't know if it's meant to be. Somebody's making coffee. Shut up. Hold on. Take me some too, Calvin. I almost tripped on Kesha's bed. Oh, I'm so glad I changed my pants. I was like, don't worry, Beth. You won't stand up during the live. Wear your tattered, basically see-through pajama bottoms. Just change your top out. And then I was like, no, I found a pair of bad butt pants that were clean, but put with my real pants. I like to put my bad butt pants with my workout clothes because I wear them for like just nonsense. But they were down there with my jeans, my going outside the house pants. Could not figure it out. And so now I am wearing black bad butt pants, so that's good. I'll let him know, Steve. Calvin makes a good cup of coffee too. I'm proud of him. Okay. What were we talking about before I heard, right? Your son got his out at 19 and he was on super hardcore pain meds. I have a bone to pick with that, April. For basic, the same time, he said it was the worst pain he ever had. Okay, so also, why were my pain pills for my cesarean section of twins, 2 humans removed from my body, were okay pain pills and then Tylenol? Just a generalized, maybe you're fine. Like they were like, sure, there are layers to cut through, numerous stitches. Like, yeah, skin, sure, moving organs around, got to get to like the uterus, don't nick the bladder situation. There's like 17 layers. Human out, second human fought to stay in, literally, but she was a baby, so the doctor overpowered her, pulled out, restitch, 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 Tylenol. Makes me mad. I am a dumb woman. It's fine. I am fine. I love the patriarchy. They make me happy. I get my testosterone shot today. So if I get harmed later today, I get the good pain meds because of my penis/prostate. So, wait, you had a C-section and it was OTC. In the very beginning, you get normal pain meds. I think I got access to good pain meds for about 4 days. And then I was given like Tylenol. They were like, you're fine. You're a ray of effing sunshine. Thank you. I ran out of my old deodorant and I used a new deodorant stick and it smells slightly different than the old deodorant stick. And so now I feel like a stranger is sitting with me. Your C-section was hell. They did the normal side to side and then 12 inches. You must have had yours. No offense, Brenda. You had yours a long time ago, I'm assuming. Because that was the traditional way of doing it for a while, which is why for a very long time they said that you couldn't have vaginal delivery after C-section because of that vertical insert on the inside. Yeah, Raver, we did not get pain meds for months. Did I just try to suck it up? I did. And I was like doing things. It was ridiculous. Kayla, I'm so sorry. Did your husband threaten to cut your subscription? To me or pain meds? My husband thought you were making fun of him because his sister. I'm not making fun of him. Wait, what was his name? I forgot what we named him. No, I'm not making fun of your husband. I mean, I might. Okay, nope, not doing that with today's hair or these ears. My husband put me on speakerphone to talk to my kitty, Cootie. And he meowed at you through the phone. That's cute. Bad husband, super bad husband, terrible husband. It was Jeff. Oh my God, that's so funny. I forgot about that. I know he's bearded. But that's fine, hey, Kayla, because I haven't seen you in the cozy chat in so long that I forgot you existed and you're dead to me. So You can save that $10 every month. It'll feel the same to me because you're never around. No one has ever agreed with you, Karen? I'll agree with you. Say something. Hi, Patricia. What time is it in Cape Town? How goes my predator loan? Random. It's so random. I genuinely, I still have to go down there. Life's been crazy. Um, Life's been so crazy to just meander to Tampa, Florida to yell about a predatory loan. It's not normal what they assign to my principal and what they assign to my interest. It's so wildly mismatched that I genuinely don't understand what they're doing. It's like they're paying off my loan by vibes. And it's not always so geared towards interest. Sometimes they're like, let's put like 97% of this payment towards the principal. And then sometimes they're like, oh shit, nope, sorry. Half and half. Half and half feels correct today. And then the next time they're like 75 to interest. It's like they ask a magic 8 ball on how much they should attribute to principal versus interest. And that's just what they go with. It's so random. But like sometimes it errors in my favor. So I like that. Hi, Casey. I didn't know Casey was in here. I have Casey blocked. So if she types, I wouldn't know. It's fine. Also, hi, Brett. Brett is also blocked. Hi, Julie. You haven't caught a live in a while. Yay. And you've been enjoying my cleans. Thank you, Julie. Have a great Thanksgiving with my family. I will. I'm really excited because I don't do too much. She says middle finger. I'm so sorry. I can't see that. I can't read that. It's blocked. Um, so okay. I keep getting hung up. I'm trying to do the tasks that I've been putting off video. And now that I'm actively trying to task, I am thwarted at every angle. And just the thwarting of this week. It's awful. I have managed to accomplish exactly one task. And it's Wednesday. I think I started on a Sunday. And I cannot, it's not a skill issue. Sean, I haven't stuffed the couch yet. Couldn't get that done. I got so stuck. It took me 3 trips into town to reupholster the dining room set. 3 trips. And finally, who has been, well, it's been a lot. We had one like thing that I had to take care of that took up a lot of so much of my time. Um, and then like the stapler, I ran out of staples, and then the staple gun broke on me. So then I had to go into town again to get a brand new staple gun that my new staples that I purchased for my stapler doesn't work with anymore. It was a lot. And so then I went to go do my windows, but I cannot physically figure out how to remove the screens. But Miss Elephant, I'm sorry you missed the good stuff. We talked about strep throat a lot. You're karma. How dare you, madam? But I can't get the screens off. But my husband put the screens on. Okay. Back up a little bit. Where we are, you haven't fed the dogs enough bone treats for good luck. That's true. They're getting salmon puffies and they love that. Oh, good. I'm glad, Jean. That makes me happy that after watching me cleaning, it forced you to actually clean and clear out a lot of junk from your spare room. That makes me happy. Where I am blaming my husband, Sean. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Oh my God, Sean, shut up. Everybody else, shut up. Sean, to you specifically. Remember the last time we were talking and I was being aggressively rude to you. And I kept showing Kesha, I think. And so then later I am showing Mark, but I'm skipping through the video and I'm just trying to show him how cute Kesha looks. And he heard me say something very mean about Sunflower. And he's like, oh my God, dear Lord. And I just want you to know that my husband is deeply offended about my cute little comments about how your wife died. So just putting that out there. He's like, what is wrong with you? I was like, no, it's meant with love. Like Sunflower was really funny and Sean's funny and it's dark humor. And it's, he was so offended on your behalf. Um, because Sean, dark humor is like food. Not everybody gets it. Uh, thanks, Miss Elephant. 70 in Georgia. I'm sweating my butt off. Hi, Michelle. So in Georgia, in where I am in Georgia, I don't know about the North Georgia. This, yes, ma'am. Um, the screens are removed over almost all the houses because nobody opens their windows. You just don't open your window. It lets in too much mugginess, too much heat. Even the tiny bugs can get through your window and come bite you. He does. Mark does has a crazy sense of humor. Um, but we need to open our windows because I insist. And so Mark went up into the attic, got all of the screens that were stored upstairs and inserted them in I love that too, Jamie. Um and he installed all the screens, but like I think he used witchcraft, warlock craft. Come on in, baby. Hi, good morning. You okay, you can come say it in the mic if you want to, but you don't need to be on camera. Not so close. Just say it from there. Hi. Okay, good job. Bye. We're still in pajamas because we just woke up. Um sorry. I just sometimes they just dip in so fast that I need to be on guard. Um so I can't get my screens off my windows to clean my windows. So luckily Mark has the day off and he is she's wandered off, you guys. You don't have to say hi back to her. She's so stupid. She's my least favorite kid. They all are. They're all competing for the bottom tier. You tried to send me a surprise, but you're a goober and forgot to change the address and it showed up at your house. Michelle, you're a Dorcas. Thank you. I have a package that I do need to go pick up in town, which I should have done one of the thrice that I was there. Um, jokes on them, I'm your least favorite, right? They're competing for a crown that only you shall wear. Um, what else? I didn't stuff the cushion because I just kept getting so blindsided. So cushions, windows need to be done, and I need to assemble Calvin's chair, which is fine. I need a whole house clean. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow morning only because I'm going to be, what's my sign say again? Tidy as I go. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Why are you late, stupid? You just done all your jobs you didn't want to do? Well, good job being productive. So I think I'll get up early and panic clean the house tomorrow because one, it makes me actually do things better. And two, if I clean my house today, everybody's going to ruin it and I have to clean it tomorrow anyways. Uh, you're not right on time, Lexi. You're late. You're late and dead to me. And stupid, by the way. Probably. What's up? Come here. Okay, one of my dogs wanted in, but now she doesn't. Gotta go. Father-in-law needs help loading the burn pile. Bye, Sean. Happy Thanksgiving. It's gonna be a terrible one for you, but I love you. Reporting this live. Oh, yay, Dana. I'm so proud of you. Good job, sweetheart. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. Sean, do send it. That'll be great. Your kid got busted with weed. Now your daughter's the only good one. How old is your kid, Kayla? I'll decide if I judge you for terrible parenting or, oh, that's just life. Tell me the age. Tomorrow's your birthday. Happy birthday. Sorry that you have to share it with American Thanksgiving. But we will host a massive parade for you in New York City, just for you. 17 and 15. Okay. Well, 17, that's life. 15, you're a bad parent. Enjoy being a vampire. That's cute. We should all body double clean tomorrow, crack of dawn. Oh my God. I would, except for my idiot family will still be actively in my house, wandering around pantsless all of the time. Calvin wears pants now. Sometimes he's topless because, like, you know how teen boys go, where all of a sudden shirts are not okay. Marijuana is now legal in your homeland. Shut up, Cass. Why is there not a thumbs down option? Everybody, I have never in my life ever done that. How dare you, madam? I am a lady. I am a classy lady. The classiest of ladies. Do not hit like, do not like that. 4 of you are dead to me already. Stupid predictive. You're feral, but it's too cold for no pants, right? My daughter put on like a oversized cozy plus clothes and went to pace outside and came back and she's like, I'm hot. I was like, it's 70 degrees. You live in Georgia. Um, I've been dead. It's fine. Casey's not what it wasn't. It's CASS. There's no Y. Hello and happy almost holiday, Ruth. Was not a Sonic, but I've never ever once in my life. Cass, you are the worst human. You are the literal worst human. Um, what? Oh, I had something to tell you guys. What was it? Good morning, Indigo. It's legal here. They're just dumb. I mean, honestly, is it? I think it's better than drinking. And I drank as a 17-year-old in a family of alcoholics. So why were my parents shocked? Explain to me their shock. Although to be fair, my dad had been sober the entire life that I lived that I could recall things. Um, but like, come on. Come on. I can't stop thinking about that comment. It threw me off. It's so mean. Oh, it's the sneezes. Thank you, Jill. So this morning did I get the round cheese grater? No. Um, Also, that reminds me, did I order the eye stick that I wanted to order? Is it rude to check? I watched a special about Judy Garland last night. Not a special. I watched a documentary. I watched most of a documentary about Judy Garland last night. 100 of watching, only 30 likes. Stop being lazy idiots. Hit the like. You made someone leave. Now it's only 99 people watching. Thanks, Amy. Ruining my life. Okay. I have to shut up. Saves her toenail clippings in her closet. What a gross thing to say. What a gross series of words. What is the matter with you? That is so stupid. Weird. Where is my couch from? Ashley Furniture 2022. Don't get it though. It's kind of a shit. It's kind of a bad couch. I wouldn't purchase it if I were you because I have to restuff all of the cushions because of how crappy the butt cushion part is. And clearly you've seen how bad the back of the couch is. Don't get that. Your father-in-law did what? Jordan knows here's I keep under my belly. You're so stupid. Oh, you're making my boobs sweat. Oh, that was inappropriate. Okay, shut up. That reminds me. This morning I was on my YouTube studio, the back end, and saved his toenail clippings. Gross. It does not hold up, does it, Dana? They're not so cheap. They're expensive as far as furniture goes because now we can buy all of our crap online and it's cheap crap. But I also so stupid. But as far as like purchase nice furniture goes, it's not inexpensive. What I'm trying to say is it was more expensive than what it's worth. Hi, Skinny Cat. Okay, so I was in my YouTube studio and I inadvertently hit a button that apparently I don't go to before. And it can show me who has clipped what. It has their name and what they've clipped. And so I delete 4 sneeze clips. And Matt says I'm a terrible Catholic. I know he thinks that, but I am by far the best Catholic. 4 sneeze clips, and so then I'm sitting down and I told my husband about it, but I clearly have never told him about the sneeze perverts, and I was like, "No, I was like, "No, it's a thing, babe. There are sneeze perverts, and I have to, like, not sneeze now." Your couch had a very similar same problem. But I like the form of it. Like, I like how it fits in my house. It works so well in my home. It just sucks. People clip your butt shots all the time. I'm so sorry. So I can delete it. I don't know if I'm deleting it from their access or not, but I did delete it. And so, yes, Raver. And he's like, "I didn't know that was a thing." And I was like, "The thing is that the sneeze perverts are so much more real life." Like, one kept just incessantly commenting and then went and DM'd me, and I didn't like that. "Thanks, Cass." And I was like, "My feet guys are so nice. Like, they're really nice to me. The sneeze perverts are gross. Like, I feel like they're gonna murder me or trap me in a room and make me sneeze," which is not difficult. So, he thought that was really funny that, yep, people like watching people sneeze. There's a sneeze pervert. It's out there. And I was trying to explain to him, I think that what it is for that is like the involuntariness of it. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Thanks, Cass, for writing that so I could read it with my own eyeballs. Uh Canadian Thanksgiving is a gathering once all the crops are in and stored for the winter. Oh, okay. So then, oh, I'm going to share it to Discord if I can figure out how to do it. Um, Hold on. I have to see if I ordered my makeup. But yeah, so that's what I did this morning, and that was really funny. Hi, Mrs. Mess. Sneeze perverts secretly enjoy your pauses while sneezing just as much as the sneeze, like edging your Lexi, I'm going to block you. I am going to block you, Lexi. You're so terrible. How can I add sneezing to my feet finder account? Said Bobs and Jeans. I'd explain this Send Bobs and Vagines thing to someone. I think it was Millennial Meg, and it felt uncomfortable trying to describe it to her. Did I ever find out about ADHD? I had a likely but unofficial. Unofficial seems likely. Shut up. Okay, did I order my makeup? Ew, did you know when you have to go find something in specifically my Home Depot, there's a QR code that you have to scan, get into their website, and then request help instead of just a button that you go boop. Why are they making me scan a QR code instead of just having a need help? Here's a button you press. What does Bob shut up, Cass? You know you wrote it to me. Welcome, Michelle, to Fairhope. It's not worth it. I wouldn't do that if I were you because they're lazy, but it's like 12 more steps for me. And then I'm sitting there and this older couple like scooted by me, high exotic, and they were looking at something else. And the guy approached that guy and was like, "How can I help you?" I was like, "No, here, I have been waiting. It's me. Come get me a effing staple gun." Like everybody, like my Pharaohs told me prior, get a staple gun. Don't use a hand squeezy one. But that one jammed up. So welcome to the dark side, Michelle. It comes with emojis. Um, and so then I made him wander around showing me all of the staple gun options while I complained to him about my life. I bet he really enjoyed that. I bet that's what he wanted. It's very sweaty. I do think I need to drink soy milk and have my testosterone because the hot flashes are flashing. You kicked a cupboard cutout at Home Depot for being ignored. I mean, so hold on. We're all here for the emojis. I gotta make more emojis. What other emojis shall I make? Good evening from a cold county, Durham, England. Good morning. Shut up, Cass. I read it first and then went backwards towards the name, and you were this close to getting. I was like, ban. Got a pervert in here. I may have oh, there it is. Did I buy it? No. Is it oh, nope, they're still in my bag. Okay, so check out. Thank you, Meatball. That is so kind. Welcome, Exotic. Welcome, Raver. Welcome, Jean. Welcome, Crispy Grits. Welcome, Nene, who has been lurking. Get in here, Nene, and say something. How dare you, madam? Get in here. Beverly showing a Swifty. Would you better if I told you to F off today like a scammer? I mean, it would make me feel a little bit better. Hi, Finding Away. I read your name as Hi Finding Away, not a way. Me, I'm lurking. You lurkers. Stop lurking. We want to watch you whip. Took me a minute to think about that. Mary Thompson, Durham Cathedral is Anne's favorite building ever. Anywhere. And also sorry. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't be here. Exotic got a membership. How do I block people, specific people from getting memberships? Because I would really need that to happen for Exotic. She sucks. Gold Coast of Queensland, Australia. I hear you have pretty spectacular scuba. Is that right? It's definitely supposed to be finding a way. No, I know that. My brain does not read that. But I mean, Kala's name, first of all, is not Kala, it's Kayla. And there is no word meatball in there. But guess what? Her name is Kala Meatball. Sorry. I need to pay Apple Pay. All I have to do is double click. That's all I need to do. Come on, you can do it. Come on, look at my face. Got it. Now we don't have to bother with our eye makeup. We just use a crayon to color our eyes in. How does one become blocked? Asking for a friend. Up. Beth, make you a member? I can't make you a member. So here's the thing is you can't target someone to make someone a member, which is crazy. You should make a sneezing emoji. Okay. We'll figure that out. And then right next to it, I'll make a peeing my pants emoji. I am a humanist God heathen, but the cathedrals over here have been standing for hundreds of years. Yeah, because Catholics make the best things. Fight me. Make it toenail clipping. Shut up, Casey. You're the gross. Cardboard mountain emoji. We could. I don't know how to make emojis. Yes. Also, it's random, by the way. It just membership is behind a paywall. Say that again, but differently. You lurk best. Mary, stop lurking, you fart. Fart's a swear word over here. Holly, also a fart. You're making an apple pie. I have to make a pumpkin pie. Or an emoji picking up milk with a book. That was hands down my best ever live. Genuinely kind of okay, also speaking of armpit hair, did you guys ever do this? Sorry. Boob. Nobody clipped the boob jiggle. That was inadvertent. YouTube question, where are comments on videos being restricted? Saying a lot of comments are filtered. I will talk about that in a moment, Iowa, but I want to know if anybody else did this. Did anybody else do this as a kid? Have to have long hair. That's why I grow my hair out. It's better when you shrug. Hold on. This one's, hold on. I just need to know if anybody else, no, just me. Thanks, Jamie. Your armpits are having some sort of reaction to my deodorant. They get itchy. Why? I am not a doctor, Casey. Google. My friend Casey's armpit. My friend Casey is having itchy armpits now after her deodorant goes on. Have you been using this deodorant for a while? You got to create a new account. Dia, why? Also, that's stupid. Also, Julia Roberts has itchy armpits. What's happening? And shaving. When is this the shaving and then you're putting on deodorant, then it itches? It's because you cut yourself shaving. Get a new razor, stupid. Oh, I couldn't remember if I've done that. You're allergic to the Little Debbie cakes. Hot take. I don't like any Little Debbie products. Like, I try to bite of the Christmas cake. Effing disgusting. You don't need to. You have actual pit hair. Stop being such a dick to Jess. No. I'm trying to help her. Right? My phone rang, my landline rang earlier, Rick. No, idiot, joke's on you. It's new. Dang it. Is this my shampoo smell or is there deodorant now in my hair? Hold on. Yep. Yeah, right here, deodorant section. That smells like my armpits. What's happening in this live stream? Why are we like this? You guys, why are we like this? Um, Nutty bars are amazing. No, they're not. Gross. Mary, that's crazy. Does it smell nice? I mean, it does, but I kind of don't like the smell of my deodorant right now. When your home warranty guy is here and working and making noises, rude. Okay. Before I put my hair in my armpits and pretended like I had super hairy armpits, what were we discussing? Because I am very distracted. Oh, my ear just popped. Oh, that's what it was. I think I kind of want to get a Samsung phone. How do I have ADHD? Oh, we don't. Hi Irma. How are you, wifey? Because a Samsung phone can live stream horizontally, but an Apple phone refuses. And I feel like it would be so much more fun if we could do our lives horizontally, because you guys hate the vertical lives, right? No, I don't love it, Jill. It would be literally only so I can figure out how to live stream from it because I cannot. I've tried to use a Samsung and I cannot. Um, that's nice. God damn it, Cash, you distracted me so much. I hate you. And it's nice. No, they suck and they're hard to understand. And I would say, I heard a new phrase and it applies to here, right? About me switching from an Apple phone to a Samsung is that you cannot teach an old butt new farts. Okay. So, what? Dana, what? Are you behind? Memberships behind a paywall. You're going to say something. I think it was, oh, you can't distribute. It's random. The memberships are random. There's no way I can target somebody, give it to them. I have never, Cass. There's a step program to convert the iPhone user to literally any other phone. You feel so stupid trying every. It is the level of what I am obsessively researching how Apple has everybody in a death grip because I need that for my cults. Like, I don't want anybody to escape. You don't understand Apple whatsoever? Divorce. Unpopular opinion, you don't mind vertical lives. You watch me on a tiny screen with a phone screen most of the time anyway, right? The amount of YouTube and then I kick it up to the corner so it's YouTube here, this big, and me doing other stuff on my phone it's 99% of the time. And a lot of you guys, okay, but the vast majority of you guys put me on your TV. Is it worse with vertical? Thank you, Iowa. Okay, so use the Samsung. No, it is not easier, Veronica. Coming in here with your hot lies. And clearly you own Samsung. Are you part of the Samsung family? It is a family, by the way, in case you're curious. Don't ask me things that I'm not allowed to read out loud, Cass, and it throws me off. Different. They can be different. They don't have to necessarily be larger, or you can just space them correctly and it will show the same meaning. Okay, so Iowa. Specifically, what kind of videos are you watching when it says restricted? Like, who are you watching? Are you watching I am very interested in a life insurance payout. That sounds terrible. Um, are you watching like I don't even want to say their names because I'm nervous. The vertical can get pixels on the TV, but that's more upload download though. Raver, I'm so sorry you're behind. Um, do I need to blow my nose? No. I hold on. Okay, let me try to get through this the best way I can. So, everyone knows, not everyone, in case you don't know, there is currently a lawsuit going on between YouTube and I think other social media platforms and one specific uh she's a lot mostly on Twitch. I have talked about her before. She is so controversial and yes, Iowa. So by food channels, do you mean people who are eating the food? So what is Twitch? I can't explain that to you if you're old. Don't worry, it's for the youngs. I'm not on Twitch either. Mark is, and he's older than me. So, but it's about people who have I'm just kidding. Irma, I love you. We're still married. The very skinny one. Very, right? So there was a medical event that happened on one of her live streams that was clipped and shared widely. All of the time, oh, okay, Iowa. A lot of the time, I check in just to see if she is still on the earthly realm to make content, right? And it's a big deal. And so it's also a repeatable behavior. And so they're going after them being like, you're yes, it does, Jamie. Um, so I don't understand how she's still social either, to be honest. And it's a repeatable thing. So people are trying to hold YouTube accountable for it. So then there's another completely other side of the coin, right? So media should be taken off of her. Okay, sure. Then the other side of the coin, like the people who consume copious amounts online and have directly impacted their quality slash longevity, right? So there's one very famous one on there. You would know her if you were, I've talked about them before. Um, one who's very famous, who has been completely demonetized. They took away all of it. And so now they're going both ways, where they're like, if you ever talk about having a problem with, if you have an unhealthy emotional relationship to food, they're going after those people. So now, hi Angie, there's been problems on her Discord as well. Like, yes, those things. So sorry, I'm drinking carbonated soda. Please don't clip that. Um, so now genuinely I have concerns because I would say, so if they're saying, okay, it's repeatable and bad for you, I'm worried like, okay, so we're going to stop if it are we stopping at the food? Now they're saying there's no online weighing yourself. You can't set goals. Like they're overcorrecting so hard. Jamie, that's so funny. So now it's like you can't really share health journeys saying that you want this many percentages off of your body. Like you don't want to have goals and track those goals and show those and things like that. Um, so now people are like, okay, does that show what if it's somebody doing something that's absolutely necessary in a healthy way, trying to show themselves? Like Alicia, I really love Alicia. Is she going to get in trouble? Alicia XL, in case, very sweary, but very funny and good. And she's had so many non-scale victories lately that have been just amazing. And I'm so proud of her. Um, Yeah, it's crazy. So, but there are a couple that started out as one of those channels that turned into a very different thing. Congratulations, Mrs. Elephant. Losing that is incredible for you. Um, so now, they're getting a lot weirder and harder and restrictive. And so now I'm like, okay, but like they should hold YouTube accountable. The only reason Google makes money is because they're not they don't have to be responsible what's on their platform. Yes. But then it comes to the point that you're like, okay, that level, I'm of two minds. Two minds. It's really hard. Mary, nobody's really sure yet because they have really upped their guidelines. Mary asked, really, you can't track your own weight. They have really seriously upped their guidelines where they're showing more examples of what you can and cannot do. Um, so that's hard. But then you're also like, right, right, Mrs. Elephant. Iowa, I think I'm watching the same one. What are you watching of Iowa's? One by a new creator who's tackling her hoarding. Very sweet lady. I know who she is, but her comments are suddenly restricted. She has 4 vids total. In her very first video, does she mention Mac? She's older and she has kids who went like no contact, but she's sitting in her kitchen. Carrie? Yes. Okay. So I also, Millennial Meg sent me her video and I took that video and sent it to Mac because I thought she'd like that. Yeah. So she was pushed to all of us. Um, So yeah, I think that's restricted. So that makes me think, okay, fine. Hers is restricted because she's personally a hoarder. Are they gonna go for all of the big cleaning channels like Mac, Clean with Barbie, Ari stopped doing stuff because she had a baby? Because that is an unhealthy lifestyle that can be repeated. Like, so then I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the realm of unhealthy lifestyle. Maybe like, are they gonna come after all cleaning channels? She may have blocked words. I have blocked words and it doesn't show up on my comment section though. Everybody I know has blocked words. I have several, a lot of blocked words. Um, so then you're like, okay, I wonder because I'm also failing really well at a journey, right? What the fart? Exactly. Um, but I am trying to better myself. So is it like all things? Lexi is a black word here too. Yes. Yes. 100%. So it makes me wonder. Let's get popcorn and watch YouTube. So yes. And then there was also previously, I'm sorry, Steve, what are you confused about? I don't know what buffers is. Bucky's. Yes, Sass. I did a video. A member, my last members only video. I go to a Bucky's. Hi, go to bed or wake. Good morning. 5:22 a.m. is fine if you just woke up. It's not okay if you haven't gone to sleep yet. Um, so YouTube had an adpocalypse a long time ago, and it changed a lot of things. And then just recently over the summer, they had a big thing that happened that affected like all of the channels, our views got cut significantly, the subs got cut significantly. Like it really impacted somehow. And and makes me wish I had a Bucky's in Michigan. They're fun. And so like every once in a while there's like a catastrophic pivot within YouTube. And so we're kind of like yes, one of Mac's cats did pass away. He had been incredibly sick the whole time Mac had him. Um, so it like wasn't shocking. They're doing chargebacks too. Who's doing chargebacks? Um, but anyways, so like there's a big concern with like what is this lawsuit going to restrict? And personally for me, is it going to impact me? Um, maybe. I don't know. Like what other journeys are on there? So Um, I do love Texas. The Buc-ee's are not just in Texas. Why should it? Why should it, Irma? Because if they are going after people with unhealthy relationships with food that can be replicated, then you can go with people with unhealthy relationships with cleaning, like clutter. Like if they're restricting the new hoarder channel, are they going to restrict all massive cleaning channels? And don't sing. That's been a big one. That's crazy, Miss Elephant, that they would do that. So YouTube should see that we have a healthy cult community, but maybe not. And then it also makes you wonder, they come after true crime quite a bit. Right. I'm not a hoarder. I'm not so bad, but like I do talk about things like mental healthy things sometimes. And I explain like my dishes, my anxiety with dishes. I reference I've been coming more and more open to referencing about my deployments, which is new and interesting to me. And and then I did call Cass fat that one time, but it was funny. Um, what's a chargeback? Shut up, I'm old. So, Jean, if you pay for something with your credit card, and let's say I rent a car because I did this. I rented a car and I used my credit card. I returned the car. And then suddenly they were like, the windshield was cracked. We had to replace the windshield. And I was like, no, it wasn't. I also took video of it. And they're like, too bad. We're going to charge you $700. I called my credit card company and I said, this is false. I did not do this. And the credit card yoinks the money back and gives it to you. And then those two fight. So that's a chargeback. If you were to pay for one of my memberships, um, you could be like, shit's not worth it, and then charge back. You take back your money and the credit card will yoink it from me. And then I have to fight your credit card company saying, no, I was very upfront with how worthless it is, kind of thing. So that's what you do. Um, so that's everybody's a little tentative, and that's why I wonder. Um, oh, my stomach just growled right after you said that, Cass. So I think right now YouTube's going through a transition. People might people might be getting hit with restricted ads. And there's another thing, like if you look here, I had to close this out. Okay, and wipe my makeup off of it. I closed my app. Um, so if you look here, do you see how there's a world? That means everybody can see it. And you see how there's a green dollar sign? The green dollar sign means that people are that you get all of the ads. All of the ads are there. If it's yellow, that means it's restricted ads and they're a lot more selective of who gets to see it. If it's red, it means there are no ads to be played. And that is like terrible. If it's yellow, let it mellow. No, it's terrible if it's yellow. Like, and it just tanks your monies. And there are things that you can get age restricted if you're being way too adult. Like I feel like when you go live or when you put up any video, you say yes made for kids or no made for kids. But there are times where I'm like, no, it's not made for kids, but like also maybe it should only be for adults because we are going to talk like we discussed desperate house vibes for so long on one of my lives. It doesn't show for premium. What do you mean, Irma? What makes November and December so profitable for YouTubers? It is the same thing that makes Black Friday profitable. It's because Black Friday is named because it's when stores go in the black, meaning they finally start making profits. And it's the most lucrative time of the year. So, right, Lexi? So the ads are trying to take part of the consumerism that is the end of the year. And so they're more willing to put more money into getting their ads shown because in the ads, there are different systems for it. Revenue. Okay, if you look here, earning ads by type, these are all they're auctioned off. They're auctioned. So, gotta my thing's so dirty. So they're auctioned off. So towards the end of the year, they're like, I would really prefer my ad to be seen so that the monies go up so much. And since the ad guy is so excited to spend their money on it, we get so much money. But January, actually, it's December 26th, it tanks. And January, it like falls out completely. It's hilarious, to be honest. Um, I never knew that was the origin of the name. Yes, Irma, that is what the origin of the name. We have Black Friday in a lot of shops for a month. So it keeps getting progressively further. And then you have Cyber Monday because now so many people shop online that everybody skips Black Friday because the deals aren't that great anymore. And they do Cyber Monday and just order everything off of Amazon. It's weird that a lot of the time the ads seem to listen what is said on live. Yeah, they do. And then it's not just um it's weird because not only is what your content controlling, like there are certain brands, I don't know what they are, but like sometimes you see my kids and that puts me in a no list, an absolutely never list for a lot of different companies. Um If you are obviously right wing, that puts you in a very big no list, but it also puts you in a yes list for a lot of companies. And so everything about me is analyzed by different ad groups, and I get put into different buckets of never will I ever advertise on Feral Tradwife. The fact that it says Tradwife puts me in a no bucket for a lot, but they're like middle-aged perimenopause woman who has a messy house puts me in a huge yes bucket for a lot. So not only is your content controlling what kinds of ads you get and how much people are willing to pay, but who you are as a person gets you a lot. And what is shown in your background is a lot. And then what you idiots are doing in your background affects it. Yeah, no, I'm not really political. And genuinely, I am tongue in cheek about religious things. Hail Zenu. Um, but the fact that casually, if somebody stopped you on the street and was like, "What religion is Feral Tradwife?" The vast majority of you would be like, "Catholic slash cult leader slash praise Xenu," right? But the fact that it's out there that I am aware that religion exists puts me in an automatic no for a lot, and that's fine. She ate a whole body of Christ. I would though. I'd have so much guilt, but for some reason, communion tastes so good to me. Um, so it's really interesting. I learned that at Vid Summit. We talked, it was a ad company where they specifically help you tweak like I don't know. If I had a baby bottle back here, they'd be like, you have to remove the baby bottle because people will know you have a baby and like that's not okay. Belisa is vibrators. Feral Tradwife. She's only Catholic for the white robe. I mean, happy Thanksgiving, Dawn. Like I know for a fact that Dawn is Jewish. Sorry, Dawn, if that was a secret, but it's not necessarily the 1940s. Mm. So like I know that about her. So if for some reason she was a YouTuber, yoink, she would be in a bucket of no, thank you, not ever, but also in a new bucket of yes, please, forever. And it's not a who cares thing. It's just advertising. Advertising is incredibly lucrative. Um, like another thing they talked about was um they calculate to a specific number what your engagement rate is, which is super interesting. Oh, please don't peg me. Thank you. Um Cass, write that down. Beth does not want to be pegged. Thanks. Oh my god, I'm gonna go yep, that put me out of somebody's bucket, but into someone else's. Um, no, Casey, I got in trouble for being mean to you by Cass, and so I stopped caring about your armpits because my care no, I meant, like, put it in your journal of things that you write about me. Um, I assume you have a journal about me, right? You're welcome, Dawn. We are referencing random religion things and life and advertisement. Um, but they were talking about if you have viewers, they care about viewers, sure. And subscribers not important anymore. They genuinely don't care how many subscribers you should, Jamie, subscribers you have. And it's more about returning viewers who comments and the fact that if you comment more than once on a video, that's like crazy good for and delicious for like the algorithm. And so they compile that set of facts and turn it into a number, and then, like, advertisers look at your number and bid on you by those numbers. It's weird, it's so weird, and, like, "Hi, Cactus Karen," and, she submitted various television networks outline for a 90-minute talk about you. Oh, Mary, are you still in here? Nancy Drew, are you in here? They're looking for interaction, and then they're, "Hi, Jesus," showing up. "Oh, we were just talking about consuming your body." Wow, Kesha! Um, Kesha threw me I'm done. That's it. Mary, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. Oh, I watched that Jodi Arias documentary that you posted in the Discord last night. That's all I wanted to say about that. No, Irma, you don't have to. There's a lot of you because we'll have conversations in there. Um, but that was one of the things they talked about. I'm trying to pretend like I'm not wearing a bra. Does everybody it always shows it. You personally love the comments you leave. All the time. So right now, when I'm writing thanks, autocorrect's like, clearly you wanted to just say Hanks, right? And if there's ever a B at the end of anything I write to you, that was inadvertent. I thought it was going to be a period or an exclamation, and I got too lazy to go back. And sometimes I get confused and I love react to my own comments. Copenhagen, why wouldn't you go to Copenhagen, Anne? There's a kink for everything. Thank you, Mrs. Mess. Bra showing put you in a different box, right? That's why I don't want anybody to know I have nipples. I don't want to be in the Casey. Wow, that's weird, Iowa. Especially for 'tis this season for that. Like, I know I seem manic right now. I'm just really I love talking about YouTube and sometimes you guys can pull me into it and it's crazy. Um, so many YouTubers I watch started watching when they're little are huge, giggity. I fully take credit for that based on your commenting. It was you finding. Thank you. Cassie. Um, we gotta love ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We really do. May I introduce you to what was it? Desperate Housewives. So I do want to start Desperate Housewives. In case you're curious, it's going to be a vibrator company. Put me in that box, thanks. But I've decided I would rather it be more of a pyramid scheme. So get in on the top, tops only, because the bottoms are not going to have a good time. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not wondering if that was actually a true statement or yes, it has to be because I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it. But I think yes, both have a good time, right? Bye, Michelle. Both have a good time, right? Work sometimes in a vibe like that will piss us off. Wait, what? Grace Helberg used to get sponsored by I have been brought where they're like, "Would you like to?" And I was like, "No." That I never nope. That does not feel comfortable to me at all. You're joining my period scheme. You're joining my pyramid scheme, Ari. It is like non-negotiable. Um, this did take a turn. Back to YouTube. Yes, I am Jesus. Oh, I never thought I'd tell Jesus that I was starting a dildo MLM scam. But you know, because you know my heart. So we knew either way. I still love that I pretend that Jesus from California is literal Jesus. Also, you're a man, by the way, in case you're curious. Um, yeah, peace out, everyone. This is going so much longer than I thought. Um, Hi, late. Definitely popped in at an interesting time. Yes. You only do circle schemes? I'm up for a period scheme, unsure of what it is. Right. Cleaning and then, hey, have I told you about my why am I in a suspiciously good mood? There are many people who name their sons Jesus. Yeah, but it's not funny when you say it like that, and stop stealing the joy out of my jokes. Farrell going to chow down on like communion crackers. That's a terrible thing to say. That's the body of Christ. Batteries are wild expensive now. We can have a subscription service for batteries because you need it. By Casey, I love you. I turned beet red because you also need a subscription service. That way you can track people. So the pyramid is the product, but a subscription service for annual batteries. No rechargeable. No, thank you. No, thank you, Cass. Because rechargeable does not get me extra money. Subscription service for batteries does. A Jackery. Oh my God. The special dedicated Jackery just for that. Not rechargeable. You guys are so stupid. No, I want money. How am I not hysterical? I'm so glad you asked. I was tired of going to my doctor for a manual de-hysterical. Join my pyramid scheme. You can go to the sea and take the air, but also this. Um, they have to work when charging though. You've been through it, have you, honey? Um, there's always only feature. Hi, potato. She's so scrunchy. Look at a potato. She would like me to go watch her eat. We are battery buyers now. No, it's a subscription service. Right now, we're in a pyramid scheme selling vibrators. The subscription service is the batteries. Um, sounds great. Take my money. Thank you. See, I'm telling you. Cass, batteries for marital aids, right? I'm so hungry. She went under my bed. Rude. So, Jean, you don't have time for charging, which is why batteries for the money. Think refillable printer ink tanks, right? So, the ink is so expensive for printers. They're so expensive. And then you can get a subscription service. Also, they are QR coded now to where like you can only use brand name printer ink. They don't like they know things, right? But that's where they get their money because you don't buy many printers, but everybody needs printer ink. So everybody beyond Cass, you don't buy many mental health stimulators, but you will buy a lot of batteries. And they will right? That's why I bought a Brother printer. They're supposed to be a little bit better, hard hat not included. But yeah, we're currently out of blue ink. And I told my solution for that, I told my dad, I was like, just color it in. Um, and now they're trying to put like subscription-based services on cars. F you, dude. Just got home. Sorry I'm late. You have not missed much of anything, Moody. We had decorum. I would say we were classy, high society level manners. There's no hard hat emoji. Dang it. Sorry, my ears need to pop. No one clipped that. Oh, also, Moody, I did not tuck my hair under my armpits to look like I had a lot of armpit hair. And now the bottom part of my hair does not smell like deodorant, in case you're curious. I have to do stuff today. 1995, we might have flying cars. 2025, the subscription for your brakes has run out, right? Also, remember when people were like worked on their cars in their driveways, and now you open it and you're like, I can't make a semiconductor. I I need to buy a used car. Yes, do that. Go solar. The stress I have on the solar capabilities of moving a heavily armored, like, van is high. I don't think I have enough room for solar plates on my van for when we live in the apocalypse because it's gonna be heavier because you have to have. Because it's not just the zombies. It's also the warring tribes that we will have a little bit later in the apocalypse after we stop, like, having a kumbaya moment where we're like, all humans matter. And then we're gonna be very tribal, and then it's like only my humans matter, and we have to kill other people and take the resources. Um, so there's gonna be it's gonna be heavy. So you need a lot of solar panels, but what if the warring tribes break my solar panels? And then make friends with an old scientist. You think they're going to survive very well? No. The olds will die very fast. The olds, the fats, the youngs, the babies, 0% chance. Nobody's going to have pets anymore because my dogs are going to bark. So then, do I hit a point where I'm surrounded by zombies? Do I eventually like throw Leroy and Kesha out of the van to be consumed so that eventually it goes quiet and the zombies wander off? And then also, um, why would you be tuning in to watch that? Joanna, I'm not gonna do that in live. I would like to speed it up and voice over it. It took me hours. Leave us fats alone. You're gonna okay, how fast can you run, Cass? Realistically, how fast and how far can you run from zombies? So sacrifice you first, cat? No, I hate that. You and Millennial Meg just want to die immediately during any apocalypse. It's annoying. You have a bike. Okay, Rebecca, that's good until you get into a mob of zombies. Then look at how exposed you are. So fast, I'm super fast. Okay, well, then you're going to survive just fine, sweetheart. Also, we don't have to worry about feeding you as much initially. Um, right. We're gonna do that on live stream. Ow, my knee hurts. Depends. Are they slow or fast zombies? I feel like fast sprinting zombies, nobody's gonna make it. I just don't think anybody's really gonna make it. But they're Canadian. That's why they give it so quickly. That was a good one. Brett coming in with a banger. I am limit. Will Smith had a dog, probably a better behaved dog that didn't yap like my dogs. My dogs yell the second they think somebody shouldn't be there. The level of absolute rage they have for anybody across the street leads me to believe they will yell nonstop the second they see a zombie. And the zombies will come, they'll swarm. How do we get out of it? Probably throwing the pets out of the window, which is sad, which made me think of something else because I was just trying to fall asleep. Happy Thanksgiving, Dana. Y'all could throw me out. Zombies would get full. Steve, stop it. Stop. You guys stop trying to die during the outbreak of the apocalypse. You're driving me crazy. Fast zombies would be the scariest by far. But like, what are the odds that that's actually true? What are the odds that it's actually true? Okay, so now we have to think about the bugs that get turned into zombies, right? I think crickets are common. Well, I don't know. What are the ones? Okay, so caterpillars or like wormy things where the parasites go into their body and then control their minds and then they go up and hang upside down and then they basically melt and more parasites come down. They're not particularly fast. There are some bugs that get turned into zombies for other bugs purposes and they aren't particularly fast. So a drunk zombie would be interesting. You have a theory that the zombie apocalypse already happened because they eat brains. There are a lot of people here that don't have brains. Nice, April. Spiders. Spiders get taken over by parasite wasps. That's such a terrible word, and I don't think we should have invented it. But the spiders don't. So I have to say, based off of what we have observed in nature, that whatever turns us into zombies won't make us actually fast. Your dog is like that. Sorry, hit everything. Complain to the council. And you're teaching her sign language. Nice. Love that, Gene. You're getting too old for a zombie apocalypse. You just have to off yourself. I mean, that's a choice for a lot of Canadians. I don't think maids will be functioning that well during that time frame, so you'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Spider zombie sounds horrifying. It's honestly just going to go wander off so it can procreate a lot more wasps or whatever. Olympic zombies, get the ringers with you. Yeah, so I assume they're going to be mostly slow, and I also assume that they will decompose slash freeze at the same rate as any other dead dying thing because it's dead meat except for the brain, right? So do they have a circulatory system? Can't be because then you see zombies that don't have all of their body parts, but their brains are still functioning. How are zombies alive without circulation? Okay, explain to me that. How are zombies' brains still functioning without circulation? You bet bugs smell better than dead people. People smell sweet and also gross. Dead meat is one way to describe our Congress. Nothing political, stupid. Mary, oh, that's not for me to know. Somebody else is talking to somebody else. Uh, their brains don't function. That's the point. But like, your nervous system has to in order for you to walk. They're not alive, hence Walking Dead. Yes, but your nervous system has to function enough to walk. So now, okay, so our central nervous system doesn't need blood. Okay, so also, it's gonna seem like a pivot, but it's not. But I don't care. It doesn't matter. Pivot. I've been watching a lot of documentaries about serial killers, also the Gilded Age. Those have been presented a lot, but also like crimes that haven't been solved, not necessarily serial killers, but it's the same. I can't remember the name, but they did the Jack the Ripper, but also they talked about DB Cooper, who just robbed people and jumped out of a plane. Hi, Lori. And so the spiders are dead. Okay. I don't know. Chickens walk after their head is chopped. True. You're not okay. Sorry. Shh. Distracted. Okay, so this is a very deadpan, professionally done. Here are the facts situation. And they were talking about Jack the Ripper specifically on and who it could be. I might sneeze. But don't worry, perverts, I'll block it so you won't know. Uh, Jesus, do you think that he survived the jump? So, Jack the Ripper, they had some theories on it. And then a while ago, they were like, we have this Shaw that was soaked in blood. And so we're going to do DNA testing on it to see who is Jack the Ripper. Like, we have ancestors of people and then Jack the Ripper, right? And it's a very professional documentary with a very British sounding voice, so you know it's all true. And they were talking about the problem with that technique, identifying somebody, is that they had to use, by necessity, mitochondrial DNA. And then he just puts in a clip where it's him really fast, very serious, going, the powerhouse of the cell. And then it just kept going and it fucking destroyed me. It was the funniest, stupid comments in a very serious serial killer documentary. It sparked so much joy. It was just so funny. You think he survived? Ooh, interesting. How was he able to spend the money without serial numbers giving him away? He couldn't. And they found a bunch of it buried in the coast, which is weird. What was it called? I don't know, Kaz. We can go through my histories. Close. It is the only cell part people remember, and it's a new thing. Like, I remember struggling about the mitochondria and all of that crap, and then All of a sudden it became a meme and now everybody knows what it does. So that was really funny. Of all the lives to be actually present for. I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself, Lydia. Uh, but they were like, it's unlikely that that's actually it because so many people share the same mitochondrial DNA that it's only useful for excluding people, not including. Let's talk about the tutors. What do you want to talk about, babe? You're so late. Jan's dead to me. Been to the hospital for a cardiac procedure. I don't care. That is not even an excuse. That is legit. You couldn't put earbuds in during your cardiac procedure? I assume, like, they have Wi-Fi at the hospital, so, also, I'm really glad it went well too. I'm glad. This is just me watching me. Why am I because it's me watching the clips of that people clipped of me sneezing. Perverts. You guys are a bunch of perverts. And then there are some that it makes absolutely no sense why they clipped it. I was like, is it my butt? Is it my boobs? Did I sneeze? Is there a particularly good foot shot? Am I saying something funny? No. Why did you clip that part? It's weird. There's a there's a part that's clipped. It's me in my bathroom. I'm distracted. Let's deep dive. I'm in my bathroom. Where is it? Oh no, that's just my live streams. And I'm bagging trash and I take the trash out. It's like mid-thought, I'm not saying anything weird or outrageous, like, I'm just being what most people would say is normal. Not normal me, I mean a normal human. How do I know it's clipped? Thank you for asking, Christy, who I can tell was not here previously on the live stream. You absolute idiot, catching the half. Was my vagina showing? No, I take so much care not to have weird cuts like that. Like, a product on your counter, maybe? Is that a bidet on my toilet? Yes, Ruth. And it's awesome. I love it. And I can see who clipped it. So in my studio, hungry, content. Where was it? Dashboard? Maybe it wasn't. Was it just in my regular YouTube? Okay, so in my YouTube, you can see it says your video downloads, um, clips, badges. Oh, uh, a year ago, 7 times Mac loved my stuff. So, Life Goals Bidet, Mark installed it and it was cheap. Do it. Your cousin was murdered. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. In 1975 in Columbus, Ohio, they used the mitochondrial DNA. It was all 38 years later in 2013. That's interesting. Lori, I'm sorry about your cousin. Sorry. Okay. So when I click on my clips, you can see what was clipped. Like, look, Danita Maldonado, Molly, I can see who clipped, but like clip cleaning bedroom, putting things away that have a place to go, and then finding places for things that don't. Also, a few of these, I have very annoying YouTuber voice that I can't believe you guys dealt with me. I cannot believe you guys dealt with me. But where's the bathroom one? I think I deleted the bathroom one because I was like, I don't understand, and that makes me uncomfortable. But this okay, this one feels like a legit clip. Something. I got a whole lot of crazy. To out crazy me, you have to wake up very early in the morning. Arrange your schedule, John. That's funny. Oh no, screenshots I can't tell. What can't you believe? That's got a clean booty. Funny. Subscription only bidet, that's funny. Um, but, like, this voice
Another frustrating element of me cleaning my house is that while I'm cleaning my house, my whole family insists on living in my house. And
okay, that's not my worst one. I don't know. Also, the music was annoying. I sound so innocent. And then you guys followed and you were like, "You know what? She sounds so good." And bam, now you're in a vibrator MLM with a battery subscription service. Enjoy. I thought I was supposed to talk like that. I thought those were the rules. Ask him about the test done on that fragment of Jesus's Rome. I don't think it's a fragment. I think like we have almost the whole burial shroud. I don't know. They need the batteries. But that voice is super annoying. You're annoying, Christy. Oh my ear. But yeah, it was super annoying. But I genuinely thought that that's what you were supposed to do as a YouTuber. I didn't think that it would be okay, not a pitch at all. Also, I think it's for all members. I think there is for all members. Before I moved members only videos to members only, I think I did release one to all members levels. Let's check, Elizabeth. Also, you're hungry. Um, content, visibility, members, apply, go all the way down. This one. I look so pretty in this one. Okay. I got to go on a non YouTube authorized health journey again to look this pretty. Who can see it? Okay, so this is all members. It was one of my earliest videos. It's called First Mask Slip, Dipping My Toe in the Ferrule. It was one of my very first videos that I made that my husband was like, "You I don't know that you could do that." He's like, "Why are you talking about HOA drama? You can't swear the first 10 seconds into it." And I genuinely was like, "You're right. I can't be me. It will be unacceptable." Like I figured people would be like, "Bye." Um, so the background music was the most annoying. Yes, but I thought that that was required and I tried very hard to make it like I wanted to be a YouTuber. You know what I mean about being a YouTuber? Turns out it's not good. Mary rude. And endless chapters of begats. That is numbers. Uh, got distracted looking for Becca to bring the hospital for a 4-hour test. Where was Becca? And how did you have such a hard time finding her? Welcome back, Irma. If you want to teach me you a regulation first capacity based system I designed to prevent collapse. Sounds like a scam. Pass. Can't scam me, loser. Um, but like, what is it? I can't be me. It would be unacceptable. What are you, my internal monologue? Braver. Like yourself more. Okay. Joke's on you when we all loved you. Like, no, because he genuinely also thought that you had to be a certain way. Because, all of the people I watched were for like Becky from Acre Harmstead. That was Homestead. Becky from Acre. She has a naturally nice voice. She is kind. She's very tidy and like warm. She didn't have music. Um, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it's supposed to be, right? I did not watch Ballerina Farm. I haven't watched Ballerina Farm because uh, maybe I watched trash. Ew, here come the cough purrs. Damn it. Uh, and then I was like, okay, I went to Vid Summit for the first time, hung out with those people a little bit, and like eased up my death grasp of what I thought I should be. Becky is amazing. She's very sweet and kind, but like she's definitely not me. I would not put us in the same bucket. although we both have kitchens. Tradwife, but also like turtles. Loves Mormon content, right? And like those, the Mormon content is like financially backed, and that's why it's so popular. It's so popular because they have also not just AdSense, but they have outside finances doing it. Morning. What are you eating for breakfast? Because I need to eat something too. Uh, Not judging you. I love me some anti-Mormon content. I don't like not like Mormon content. I don't watch a lot of it. Um, but Mormons are so intertwined with MLM, and I am definitely anti-MLM in such a big way. Um, but some of the Mormon content is quiet Mormon. You know what I mean? Um, but there is an actual active agenda where I'm like, where's the Catholic backing? Where's my financial compensation for presenting Catholicism in such a shining light? I am clearly an example. I am aspirational as a Catholic, if you will. The best Catholic. Where are they not sending? Where's my cash? Okay, everybody, can you just sit down and write your Pope? Write your deacon, write the Pope. Cardinals, sure, loop them in. Don't just go to your priest. That's too low rung. Go high if you can. See, I am the reason Sassy's turning Catholic. So, Pope sponsorship opportunity here. Ari, goddamn. Also, Ari, the fact that you don't actively YouTube annoys me. I'd watch you. Dear Pope Leo, genuinely not sure if his name is Pope Leo, but he speaks English, so don't worry about translating. Good for us, right? You could probably text him. He seems very modern. Dear Pope, have I got an opportunity for you? Have you heard of Desperate Housewives? That's fun. The first song you wrote was Christastrophe. Oh, hi, Rick. I was like, what? Lutheran Catholic Light. May I interest you in full fat Catholic? Oh, Brenda, I hate that you called me fat earlier. You're a Jewish atheist. How dare you? I have a friend and she says that she's Jew-ish all of the time, um, but actively doesn't eat pork products. I was like, of all the things that I would put to the side if I was Jewish, it's cute, right? Um, would be the pork consumption. Too late, Brenda. Oh, no, I know you didn't say that, but that's how I interpreted it, and I decided to lash out. You eat everything but organs? Is that a rule? Dawn, are you still in here? Dear Pope Leo, Beth ignores me so often. Please kick her out of heaven. Cass, you're not even going to be in heaven, so it doesn't matter if I ignore you or not. My town has a Facebook page called Desperate Housewives of Our Town. Funny, Ruth. You hate the taste. Okay, so it's not a Jewish thing. As an egg Catholic, want to be atheist, but you can't. Non-practicing Wiccan. Um, so all the time now when I start like making things with lard, because I made lard and I started making a lot of things with lard. And if people come over, I'll be like, "Are you Jewish?" And they're like, "Why?" I was like, "I have a shit ton of lard that I want to give you, but I can't." Or like secretly this has lard in it and I don't want to accidentally lard you. Like I don't want to pig you. So your son's crumbling tonsils brought that. Forgot about that. Yeah, still banned. You eat a plant-based diet? That sucks. Ugh. Oh, speaking of vegans, and okay, that's what I was talking. I was texting Meg this morning, and fun fact: bacon is the only part product that doesn't hurt my tummy. You're welcome. I went through a phase like that. Kimmy is my favorite Mormon. Also, I don't know of any others. You probably do. You just don't know that they're Mormons if they are like family-based YouTubers. I am not. You're not fat. You're winning the battle against health. Jesus. Besides, there needs to be a lot of you so we can eat you. So we're allowed to go to heaven. Everybody cut chunks of Jesus off real quick. Hopefully he doesn't bleed out. Um, oh, so I was talking about Minimal Mom, who like she's in my periphery. I don't watch her. But she did recently get a divorce and it became like a YouTube scandal, right? And and her husband then posts like my side of the story. She's like what are the like the new enthusiastic Christians called? They're not Catholic. We do not put that much effort into it. What are they called? Evangelical. I believe she's evangelical level of Christian. And so, hi, Don. I was going to ask you something about whether or not you were allowed to eat organ meat. Um, so she basically gets in trouble. Like her support system kind of collapses because her marriage collapses and you're not allowed to get a divorce. And she like went on and was like, listen, you guys, sometimes it happens. And then he comes in, the husband, and was like, yeah, I at the end, when she's like, "Let's get a divorce," that's when I was like, "No, I can change, I can try." And essentially, you could tell from the 2 sides of the story, what I could assume from the 2 sides of the story, not my marriage, I don't know, was basically she was like, "If it's from a kosher animal, interesting." Um, she was like, "I tried so hard and was desperate and asked so many times for him to do better, not to be the way he is, and then I had to get a divorce after so long." And then he was like, "Yeah, but then after the divorce started actually going through, then I felt like I could try to change, and she's kind of a dick for not taking me back after I pushed her so far past her limits. She should have let me try again," kind of thing, which was gross. And then he took it down. Anyway, she's divorced, but she's very, 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 very minimal. And I was like, I texted Megan, I was like, her kitchen makes me sad. And she's like, why? I was like, because it's all empty except for one roll of paper towels. And I feel like minimalism is there, you can get unhealthy minimal. Right? Like, um, and then they get to like they're the unhealthy side of hoarders, where you can just like you just can't hold on to anything and you whittle yourself down to where it's like this need to get rid of things all of the time. Um, and I think it's just like the other side of hoarding. I think it's OCD, but to an extreme. And then I looked through some of her other content. She has some decor and stuff like that. It was just like in the wrong spot. And I was like, but the thing is that minimalists are like CrossFitters and vegans. They want you to do it too. Like they're so aggressive about it, where you're just like, I know, but like, happy for you, but it's not for me. And I know this because I think you guys should all join CrossFit. Have you heard of CrossFit? It's really fun. And I think you guys should do it. Sally's at, they know you need to color your hair. Do it. Minimalism looks like poor if not done properly. It just and Meg is and then it's blank. Minimalism is for those who like beige. It's just very much it just they want you to join them where they're like, get rid of all your stuff. And it's like, no, you get rid of your stuff. You get rid of your stuff. Um, why is everything hoarding and minimalism? Why can't there just be a middle? I don't understand or know. Um, and Meg is on a dangerous path. How is she on a dangerous path? It looks sad to me. It does. It looks sad and very sterile. Um, your cupboards and fridge are minimal at the minute. I need to go do that too. I need to do so many things. And yeah, I'm here with you idiots for almost 2 hours. What are we doing with our lives? What are we doing with our lives? Every time a minimalist get rid of things, I buy more. So I don't think I am necessarily a hoarder, and I'm absolutely not a minimalist. I do feel like I have decor and stuff like that, right? And I like my stuff, but people think it's batshit and I have way too much stuff and I shouldn't have it. Are you saying minimal mom, Mary? Because you're saying M Meg and It's minimal mom, not minimal Meg. It's millennial Meg, minimal mom. I said that with, like, a lot of confidence, and I have 0 confidence at this point now. Um, I'm a hoarder, like, level 1, probably. Oh, yeah, she's trying to declutter everything. She'll never declutter stuff. I can bully Meg into everything. It's fine. Um, maybe they should stop thinking like a rich person. I'm poor. I need things. I mean, I like my things, but that upsets some people. And I like looking at my things and I like having things and it makes me happy. But like, there's no medium. People do not like middle of the road. They want it to be "Mm." Okay. It's been almost 2 hours. You absolute idiots. I'm an absolute idiot. I have so much to do. So much to do. Might could maybe, if you're lucky, if I'm lucky, it's more if I'm lucky, have a video for you out later today? Question mark. Um, but there are some things to do and I kind of want to go grocery shopping with my husband and that will take up he might not even be here. He may have left already. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. I love half of you. The other half I do not like at all. Divide yourselves accordingly as you see fit. And I don't know, do what I want. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Everyone in this chat better celebrate it. I don't give a crap where you're from. Make a turkey. Enjoy. I love you. Bye.